Alright, listen, I'm double uploading today because I want to, okay? Low-key, I already commented on this video. Nope, not gonna happen. If we do, we better get a superstar and a first-round pick. That's what I want to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to happen. I don't want no more of this bullcrap. No more of this. We're not. All I see, and I see the thumbnail right now. I see the Patrick Laine going to the Hurricanes and the Canadians. Well, if we trade Patrick Laine to the Canadians, I want at least the Jesper Kotkaniemi or a Nick Suzuki, because this is just not worth it. If we get Max Domi out of this, I'm gonna be pretty mad because Max Domi sucks. And I see this random, and I think that's Philip Deneau going to the Jets. Heck no. Okay, let's react to this nonsense real quick. And I'm not having any of it. So if I see one mistake that Grav makes, I'm gonna be pretty mad. So let us hand it over to the GOAT, the greatest hockey YouTuber of all time, Mr. Grav. Love this guy, but he better spit some facts here, or else I'm gonna be pretty mad.
Kind of paired up a little bit as the year went on, but still a great sign to see from the young forward. Hello, guys. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about 5 different Patrick Laine.
I need to turn my volume down. Holy crap.
Trades that can actually happen. Now, this tweet is a couple of days old, but Elliot Freeman went on the Edmonton radio and said that a move for Patrick Laine might be made. Now, he said that contract negotiations are kind of falling through. Patrick Laine wants to play with Mark Scheifele, and Winnipeg and Paul Maurice just will not budge, and they will not.
Stupid mother hackers! You stupid! You Paul Maurice, you stupid! You heckin' stupid! I know. What the heck is this? You stupid! You're stupid, mother hackers! Are you stupid? You're actually gonna. You're literally making his way. You're making him want out. Is what you're doing here. And first of all, in what world does Patrick Laine playing with Mark Scheifele hurt you? That in fact helps you. Stupid mother hacker. You're a good coach, but you are stupid. You're not gonna. Oh my goodness, Paul Maurice is a stupid mother. Just playing with Scheifele, bro. Like, just let it happen, bro. It would help us. So now you're gonna trade this mother hacker, bro. Heck this bullcrap, bro. I'm already done.
Let it happen. So, from what he said also that there's something there, it seems like a trade will happen potentially as soon as this offseason. So, what Patrick Laine trade could we see, and what teams will be interested? Watch till the end for all the rumors, all the news, and my predictions. And of course, hit that big red subscribe button for more videos just like this one. Now, if you saw in the last video, we are giving away a Vegas Golden Knights hat for 22K subscribers. Everybody that put Dobby in the comments will be entered. So we're about to see who will win it today and who will get the 22K giveaway reward. And the winner will be Keegan Little.
Stupid.
Dobby, I want that hat. Well, Keegan, send me your...
Bro, I'm stop trying to do this grab crap, bro. Like, I join his live streams, and I don't get anything in his live streams. Like, I wait till, like, I've been in Grav streams since, for a long-ass time. For a very long time. For at least, like, 2018 or something like that. And he's picking, like, and I'm like, oh, yeah, pick me to be the mod thing. I was like, nope. He's like, nope, I'm just gonna pick this random dude that's been here for about a week over you, so, heck, I'm gonna stop. I'm done trying with these gravity contests, bro. I don't win crap when it comes to this guy. I deserve to? Probably not. I'm not the most loyal fan in the world. I mean, I do join all of his stuff, but it is what it is. You feel me? Congrats to Keegan Little.
Address, send me your shipping info at nathanmertz@gmail.com. I'll be sure to give it to you. And we'll probably be doing more giveaways in the future, but thanks so much everybody that entered, and Keegan winning that Vegas hat. Big W. Now, before we get into the mod trades and which teams I think could be interested on Laine, we first need to talk about what Laine is as a player and the value he could bring on the open market. Now, this past season, he got 63 points in 68 games, 28 goals, 35 assists. And personally, with Patrick Laine, that was easily the best overall year that I think he's had. Not just in playmaking, but in
Exactly, Paul Maurice, you stupid hacker. You stupid hacker. Stupidness. They're committing the most stupidest crap ever.
overall defensive impact. To start out the year, he was actually pretty great defensively, kind of pivoted off a little bit as the year went on, but still a great sign to see from the young forward. Right now, I think he's the type of guy that, even though he hasn't reached that point, still can become one of the top goal scorers in this league, and especially if he's paired with the right center, as we saw with Stastny, who came into Winnipeg.
Pair with the right center. What? Pair him with Mark Scheifele, bro. Pair him with Mark Scheifele. What's so wrong about that, Paul Maurice? What's so wrong about that? Y'all just be a stupid hackers.
That 1 year, it can be absolutely magical when Laine finds the right guy and they just work off each other so beautifully. In Winnipeg, I think Mark Scheifele could be that guy, but they want to go with the Connor Scheifele and Wheeler line, and it just doesn't seem like there's anybody else there that Laine can actually work off of and actually have some offensive output. And
as much as I love Blake Wheeler, he's a really good player, but like, put him on the second line. Like our second line sucks. So if we put a guy as good as Blake Wheeler there, we're gonna be good. But if we're just trading away Laine because of this stupid crap, I mean, it's just dumbness. Mark Scheifele, Kyle Connor, and Patrick Laine is still pretty good, and with Blake Wheeler on the second line, we're still pretty good. As much as that would destroy his morale. So. No, pair him with that, bro. Try it out. Like, if it doesn't work, I get it. But, like, we can't just trade this guy away for nothing. Or trade for a good guy that would be great with Laine on the second line. That's how it works. But you're gonna trade this guy away for some dude that Grav's gonna mention, and he better be hecking good because I'm gonna be pretty get mad.
That's a tough thing to be at for a young forward that really has the skill to develop into a young goal scorer. It just doesn't seem like that's going to actually happen with the Winnipeg Jets, especially if he doesn't get any playing time with Mark Scheifele. But there's quite a few teams out there that obviously would love to have Patrick Laine, but I think would be beautiful fits in terms of giving stuff back to Winnipeg that they would actually want. Now, first and foremost, I think obviously defense is priority, but don't be surprised if the main piece in the Patrick Laine trade is a second line center, and an actual bona fide one. Not an Adam Lowry or whatever, an Andrew Kopp, an actual second line center who can get the job done and produce in both sides of the ice. I think that's what they're looking for, and also a top four defenseman, obviously, hopefully would be a part of the deal if Winnipeg were to pursue something like that. And that leads me to my first trade proposal in today's video involving the Carolina Hurricanes and the Winnipeg Jets. Now, this is easily the biggest blockbuster one I have right now, but I feel like this is a trade that, when it's all said and done, can benefit both teams involved. For this trade to the Carolina Hurricanes, Patrick Laine in exchange for Dougie.
What the stupid net? Dougie Hamilton. Dougie Hamilton. Are you stupid? Are you heckin' stupid? And not even a first round pick? That's the biggest blockbuster? That's the biggest blockbuster? Excuse me? Yo. Yeah, good. Alright, my brother's home, guys. Stupid.
I win.
Alright, just let me do something real quick, dude.
Guess what happened?
What the heck happened?
I excused school.
It's a half day, stupid. Don't fool me. What the heck? This is the biggest blockbuster trade? This is stupidness, bro. And not even a first round pick. Dougie old man Hamilton. Oh my goodness, I'm done with it. I'm really done with this. I'm already. This is the biggest. I don't want to watch the rest of this video. If this is the biggest blockbuster trade, I don't want to deal with this. Dougie Hamilton. Oh Get that garbage out of here, bro.
Hamilton. Now, in this trade scenario, Dougie Hamilton re-signs with Winnipeg, so don't worry about that. But both of these players have 1 year left on their deal for 2021, Laine RFA and Hamilton a UFA. But I feel like this is a trade that can benefit both teams involved here. Dougie Hamilton, to me, is a top 10 defenseman in this league. Offensively, one of the best, and defensively is pretty underrated right now. He's more on the average side, but gets a lot of crap that I don't think he's really too deserved. I think that's a guy that would be perfect for that Winnipeg blue line and would do so much damage on that power play, it's not even funny. And then you have Patrick.
Winnipeg blue line's already trash enough, so we don't need another guy. I'm talking about we're giving up Dougie Hamilton. It's probably just going to be like a 2-point per game a season, when Patrick Laine is in a few years is going to be like a 30-goal scorer. So shut the heck up, dude.
Laine, who could be a part of the first line and finish line of Teravainen, Aho, and Patrick Laine. That would be absolutely...
Yeah, and we're going to get Dougie Hamilton in return. Please, bro, please.
Amazing to see, and I feel like he would also do amazingly on Carolina, especially on the power play, where you got great playmakers once again, like Tabo, like Aho, that can just work off him so beautifully. A guy like Sebastian Aho is the center that Laine needs. I think it worked out great for Carolina long-term especially, and for Winnipeg, I mean, it looks like with their core of guys like Blake Wheeler getting more up there in age, they'll want a more contend side of things,
and we're getting another guy who's going to be up there in age as well. For a guy who in a couple years is going to be a 30-goal scorer. For this.
Dougie Hamilton, he's in his mid-20s. He's still in his prime 100%. If you can sign him long-term, that's a player that will be an absolute rock on that blue line and will be awesome for years to come. And then going on to my second trade proposal, this one involving the Montreal Canadiens. And it seems like whenever Patrick Laine is in trade rumors, Montreal is always in the mix, which is kind of interesting, don't you think? But there was rumors of him being offer sheeted by Montreal. That obviously did not happen. Still on Winnipeg, of course. But I feel like Montreal will be a super interesting fit for Patrick Laine. I'm not sure if he's actually a true fit there because he can be pretty inconsistent, and we saw how that worked out with Max Pacioretty, how basically everyone turned against him because of that. So I'm not sure if he's the perfect fit there, but in terms of just raw production, in terms of raw goal scoring, that's the type of guy that I think will work beautifully on their center, besides their center core, with guys like Suzuki and Kotkaniemi coming up. Now, I discussed a few weeks back about the potential of Max Domi going to Winnipeg and being their second line center, and I still think that's quite a good fit, and that's why I have Montreal still in this top 5, because I feel like a trade involving Max Domi and Laine can get done. Now, I discussed that trade offer with Nikolai Ehlers in mind, not Patrick and Laine, and I feel like if Montreal's going to get Laine, they're going to have to give up more than just Max Domi. Now, when it comes to actually the proposed trade, I have, of course, the Montreal Canadiens getting Patrick Laine. In exchange, Winnipeg Jets receive
Max Domi, and not even a first-round pick for a guy who's going to be a 30-goal scorer in 2 years. For Max Domi, who sucks. I gotta get out of here before I break something. I'm gonna break. I'm not taking any more of this, man. In what mind do you think that we're stupid enough to give up Patrick Laine for this Victor Met? Who the heck is this? Who the heck is this? Some random average defenseman that is probably as worse than Dougie Hamilton, and we're getting Max Domi, who sucks. He sucks. He didn't do anything against the Flyers. He sucked against the Flyers. Victor, oh my goodness, and not even a first-round pick. Come on now, Grav. You just oh my goodness. This is just stupid. If we trade Laine, I'm gonna be done in general. Okay? This is just beyond stupidness.
Max Domi, they end up getting Victor Mete, a 2021 second-round pick, and a 2021 sixth-round pick. Now, there is a lot that goes into this trade, but I feel like for Montreal,
for a bunch
it
of
does
trash.
make sense for them,
Let's go
especially
Jets!
long term, I would say. With Max Domi, they might not keep him this offseason. We've heard a lot of rumors surrounding him. He could be gone, and for Winnipeg, it would be a beautiful fit as that second line center. I think it would be great for them. You have also Victor Mete, who they just signed Edmondson, so even if a Max Domi trade doesn't happen, I think Mete's probably gone, sadly. I think he'd be a great fit on that Jets defense. You also got the couple of selections. You got the second round pick, just added value on top of that 6 already. I think this makes sense, and again, I don't think you're going to be able to just give up Max Domi for Patrick Laine for 1-for-1. I don't see that happening. But Victor Mete is a guy that I think can become a top 4 defenseman for Winnipeg, and you have those picks on top of it. I think a deal could get done, especially if Winnipeg feels like Max Domi is their guy on that second line center spot. Now, in terms of consistency, I'm not sure if he's going to be the greatest fit on Montreal, just because the media is going to be all over him. But in terms of the roster, I think it makes a lot of sense. You could have him instantly as the first line right winger, then have Brendan Gallagher on the second line, which would be nasty, by the way. But then you can have the future first line of maybe Caulfield on the left wing. You have Nick Suzuki and Patrick Laine, and that would be just in.
And what are we getting in return for that? We're getting Max Domi in return. We're giving up the line of the future with Kakaniemi, Suzuki, and Laine. And what are we getting back for it? Not even a first round pick and a bunch of trash. Makes sense, huh? Let's go Jets. I'm done with this video, bro. I'll leave it a dislike right now. This is nonsense. So far, it's a dislike, bro. Like if I better see something good for the Jets that will actually blow my mind if I want to change it to a like. Right now, this is just aggravating.
Insane. And think about also the possibilities on the power play. The Habs power play has struggled at points for the last couple of years, but Patrick Laine is a guy that can bring a whole new danger and a whole new element to that power play that they just really didn't have before. I feel like with Patrick Laine, he would be a pretty solid fit on Montreal. And again, if you're looking for goal scoring, he's one of the best players out there and potentially available. And for the Montreal Canadiens, yes, Max Domi would be a rough go to have to give up, but if you're just looking for goal scoring, especially on the power play, that's the type of guy that can fix a lot of problems. Now going on to the third trade proposal for Patrick Laine, and this is the only central team I have in this top 5, but I feel like they could work off each other very well, that being the Nashville Predators. Now I feel like the Preds have a lot of assets that Winnipeg could really use. Now, first off, there could be another separate trade offer that revolves solely around Mattias Ekholm, but I feel like Nashville still wants to really contend, and I don't think that Ekholm's going to be a guy they would give up too easily. So maybe it would be Ekholm 1-for-1, or maybe Nashville would want more on top of that as well. So it'd be an interesting trade there. I think they'll go for a more subtle route, and they will go for a lot of different assets. I feel like for Nashville, in a trade like that, Winnipeg, of course, or Nashville would get Patrick Laine. In exchange, Winnipeg would get Kyle Turris, Kalle Jankrock, Yannick Weber. You also have Frederick Allard, defensive prospect, and a 2021 first-round pick. Now, there's a...
Okay. I like this one better because of the first-round pick. I like this one for the first-round pick. But we're giving up Patrick Laine for a bunch of average players that I never heard of before in my life. I heard of Kyle Turris before because he used to play for the Senators. A bunch of other... I don't want any of these guys. I only want their first round pick. This trade's a no. I'm not going to rage about this one because of the first round pick, but heck no. This trade sucks. No. No. And hecking no. Absolutely not. This is garbage, bro. This trade sucks. Not in every way, but it sucks. Not happening.
Lot to grasp here. You have Kyle Turris, who has a $6 million cap hit. I feel like that's one of the big things that goes back to Winnipeg. They're able to get something like that back, but they're able to get a first-round pick as well on top of it. With Kyle Turris, that's an interesting fit because I feel like in Winnipeg they have some fantastic wingers that he can work well around, and that's the type of guy that since he went back to Nashville from Ottawa, just has not really been the same player. And I feel like in Winnipeg, back in Canada, something might click there. And if he does, that's a pretty solid second line center solution. But you also got Jankrock, who is a solid wonderful middle six forward who I think will be doing some great damage with Winnipeg alongside Kyle Turris potentially. You have Yann Weber, solid top six defenseman, but also Frederic Allard, who is honestly a pretty underrated defensive prospect, a guy who could be a fifth, fourth defenseman potentially for Winnipeg, and of course that first round pick on top of it. I mean, this is a pretty fair trade for both sides. Might be a little bit too much for Nashville to give up, but again, they're getting rid of that Kyle Turris contract, which is pretty huge for them, and they're getting Patrick Laine, who they have been searching for a big-time goal scorer ever since Victor Arvidsson really wasn't the same this year, and I feel like Patrick Laine as a first-line right-winger, put him alongside Matt Duchene, will work out pretty well for the Preds. Now, I don't think I mentioned it today, but I do want to also say that these trades might not actually happen, so there you go. I said it can happen, it probably won't, but we'll see. If you think my trade proposals are too much, too little, everything in between, let me know down in the comments. Keep it respectful.
Your trade proposals were garbage, first of all. I don't want to see Patrick Laine's name with Doug Hamilton in trade rumors again in my life. The Nashville Predators trades is the best one, because the rest of them are garbage. Max Domi sucks. Average defenseman. Yeah, this sucks. But there's still more. Shoot.
Well, I beg, but I'll be commenting back, don't you worry. Roast me all you want. I'm totally here for it. And that leads us to the fourth trade proposal that I have for Patrick Laine. This one involving the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I think the Columbus Blue Jackets are one of the most underrated teams going into this offseason, not in terms of their roster, but in terms of moves that they could be making. We heard some big-time rumors that they were wanting to add some more, not just more skill, but a lot more skill to their team. That came with guys like Jesse Puljujarvi in the rumors there. And I feel like Columbus is a sneaky team in that respect, that they do want to add some skilled players because they got quite a bit of cap space, quite a bit of stuff to work with, and a lot of assets too, especially on their team already. And I feel like that's a team that could really shake things up this offseason and look completely different next year. And Patrick Laine would certainly make that team a lot more scary too. Now, going back to the Winnipeg Jets is Ryan Murray, Alexander Wenberg, Dean Kukan, and a 2021, or actually 2022 second-round pick. And I feel like this fills a lot of holes for the Winnipeg Jets. They get Ryan Murray, who, when healthy, is a very solid defenseman, who I think can play well in that top four. You also have Alexander Wenberg, who's been kind of snake-bitten since around 2017, hasn't really been himself, but maybe in more playing time, maybe as a second-line center role in Winnipeg, he can kind of return back to form with some great wingers right beside him. You have Dean Kukan, who I think is a top six defenseman, solid guy, nothing too major though.
Who the heck is that? This trade's garbage. A bunch of trash players for Patrick Laine. No, I'm not gonna rant anymore, bro. I'm already sick and tired. I'm already depressed for the day. Okay, I'm already depressed for the day because of your trade rumors that make absolutely no sense and just ruin the Jets in general. This one sucks in every single possible way. I never heard of those guys in my life. I've never heard those guys. I would have never, nobody knows those guys in general. Like, people, unless they're Blue Jackets fans. But who the heck is... No. Heck no. This trade's trash. This is a 0. I don't get how that's a number 4. That's even top 5. That trade's garbage. I don't even want to hear your explanation. That trade's garbage.
Of course, that second-round pick in 2 years. But Ryan Murray and Wenberg are the two main pieces there. They might be able to add maybe a couple more prospects on top of that, but I feel like that's the main thing that Winnipeg could get back. And again, if Ryan Murray stays healthy and Wenberg comes back to form, that could be a pretty great trade for the Winnipeg Jets. It might not happen because they might ask for more futures, more draft picks, potentially maybe even a better prospect as well on top of that. But I feel like for Columbus, they have the assets to to give if that's the case. But I feel like they have a lot of extra players that Winnipeg would just love to have. And again, that center group is kind of interesting because they don't really have a standout guy besides Dubois, but they just got a bunch of centers that could fill the role that Winnipeg needs. And Patrick Laine on Columbus would be pretty sweet. You could put him on that right wing, you could put him with Dubois, and just see how that works. I don't think in Columbus' system, Patrick Laine would thrive like he would on a team like Carolina, but that's the type of team that does have some great playmakers on it and can use that amazing sniper, that amazing goal scorer that Patrick Laine can be. I mean, Columbus' power play was just horrible this past season, and Patrick Laine going to that team could fix some pretty massive holes that Columbus has. Now going on to our last trade offer here today.
Alright, better be good one. You better end out on a high note, dude. You better end out on a high note, because I'm going to be...
Proposal 15. This one will be the Calgary Flames. Winnipeg with Calgary, Canadian team with Canadian team. And I feel like Calgary has a couple of big assets that Winnipeg would love to have. For the Calgary Flames, they will get Patrick Laine, and in exchange, the Winnipeg Jets will receive Noah Hannafin, Mikael Backlund, and a 2021 second-round pick. I almost said Granlund there, my apologies. But when it comes to the Winnipeg Jets, I feel like this is a pretty solid trade to get back, at least when you're looking at the holes that it could fill. Now, Mikael Granlund, I think... Mikael Backlund could be a pretty solid fit as a second-line center. Strong defensive abilities overall in his career, and offensively still has a lot to...
Hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the heckin' phone. Alright, hold the phone here real quick, okay? This is not gonna happen. You pretty much ruined my day, Grav. When I heard the Calgary Flames, I was getting hyped because I was thinking about Johnny Gaudreau. But you gave us this. You're the number one. You're the number one. I'm telling you right now, Graf. If you ever come to Winnipeg, you are gonna get jumped. You are gonna get jumped, bro. This is nonsense, bro. You're trying to piss off every single Jets fan in the world, huh? Come on now, bro. Come on now. You're better than that. I've seen better takes from you, but this video is trash, bro. I'm not even.
If I think...
I'm done with this video, dude. I'm done with this video.